methadone music.
Shooters, what's going on? On deck, Springfield Armory Echelon. Really nice. Came out of nowhere. Dropped. All the stores had it right from the start. They launched it pretty good. Range USA, Gritter Sports here locally in Fort Worth had the firearm with the test fire on deck. Got a chance to hit Gritter up and check it out. They were being real cheap with the ammo, you know. Gave me 5 rounds, gave my homie Tracy 5 rounds, and man, I didn't even get a chance to shoot it. I just handed my 5 to him, said, hey, there you got 10 rounds just to see what it looked like. A few content creators out there shooting a firearm on the release day. Had a real good time just seeing everybody enjoy the firearm, shooting it, and did not disappoint from what I could see. Not going to do an unboxing or any type of this right here. Picked this up pretty much for review and resale. Not even planning on putting any rounds through it. Just not that excited about it. I like what Springfield is trying to do here. I mean, obviously, the XD lineup been around for over 20 years now. So a refresh was much needed. One of the things that I hated about that XD setup was the optics. The optics mounted to that pretty thin plate that you got from Springfield. And they ran that on the XDM, the XDM Elites, the Springfield Prodigy, that same type of optic plate, sort of like the Glock MOS plate. And wasn't a big fan of it. Just screwing the optic to a plate and having the screws pretty much thread into just the plate and not the slide itself. I didn't think it was efficient. So I'm glad they went away from that. On the Echelon, one of the biggest things that I'm excited about is that the way that you mount the optic. Pretty much, once that plate comes off, they got multiple holes that line up with the top optics. They say 30 different configurations. That seems like a lot. But long as the majors fit on there, that's all that matters. And I see that these press release kits with these YouTubers, a lot of them got the Trijicon RMR on there. So obviously your Trijicon RMR, the SRO, right out the box, which shares the same footprint as the Holosun 507. So you know your Holosun's a rock on there. Delta Point Pro, looked in the box. They got a couple of pin sets in there, which is great. You get those pin sets that pretty much they hook up under the optics into those recessed areas, and pretty much they gonna take some stress off of the screws, you know, so that when the slide's reciprocating back and forth, that pressure is distributed all over the top of the slide there. I really think it's a good design. I'm interested to see reliability, pretty much. Everything else that I'm seeing from this firearm, I'm pretty much impressed with. Fully ambi, as you can see. You got mag release on both sides. Then for the southpaws, okay, slide release both sides. You got thumb ledges. You can get you a nice, come up in the beaver tail, get a nice tight, high grip and purchase. Come in with that support hand and takedown lever and obviously the thumb ledge and get some really good purchase. You see the texturing all over the grip, really nice. Some texturing on the bottom of the trigger guard where the undercut is, nice touch. And some texturing in the front. Obviously right there, you know. Real nice. Trigger, Man. That's the meat and potatoes, right? Come up to the reset. Right there. Right at that wall. Break. Crisp. So my partner thought that there was a lot of mush in the front. A lot of take up. I tend to disagree. Not a lot of mush there for me. It's straight to the wall. Break. Reset. Break. Reset. Break. Real nice. Serrations all over this thing. Look at this. A lot like the Beretta. That Beretta APX. Kind of has the look of the Beretta. Size of the Glock 17. Modularity of the p320. Just a quick take down. Drop that lever there. Don't need to pull the trigger to break it apart. And look at that. Just like the SIG, this whole trigger mechanism comes out. Sort of like the p320's fire control unit. Real nice. Man, real drive from the factory. Definitely gotta lube that up. But like I said, this one is just for review. Not even planning on shooting this one. But yeah, pretty simple on a takedown. Comes with 20 rounders on the base plate, 17 out the box. And what I thought was real cool, they included some back straps, which is kind of standard. Okay. Then we got the magazine internals here for taking this base plate off. And if you want to just run 220 rounders, voila. Very, very nice touch right there. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. So if I'm carrying with a sidecar, I'll run the firearm with the flush fit for the purposes of concealing. A little bit better on the waistline if you carry an appendix. And then with the sidecar, you get your extended mag and you got you a pretty nice profile there for the concealment. The appendix carry right there, that's the appendix carry setup. And if you're not planning on concealing and you want to go with the full 20 rounder, they give you that option right out the box. So you can have the matching, if you got OCD and you can't stand the mismatch, you'll have matching 20 round magazines. Thank you, Springfield. And that's where we at. So what I'm looking to do is go to Gritter, see what this firearm is looking like downrange. Put some shots down and just get into it. Real excited about it. Obviously, you see the U-notch. Can't forget to mention that. Much like the Hellcat, much like quite a few of the Springfield Armory firearms in 9mm. That U-notch rear sight, high vis front sight. Wow, that is beautiful. And the firearm does come with a version with the 3 dots lineup, if you like that 3-dot lineup, which I don't. I'm pretty good with a high visibility front sight and a blacked out rear. Although the U-notch, I'm not against it. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. You got serrations all over the place on this. A lot of places to grab it. It's got some wings in the back for pinching, for people who might struggle racking the slide. You know, the Picatinny rail, you got 4 slots. Real nice there. I mean, out of the box, looks like they just took a little bit from everybody. Listened to the consumer and came with something that's just a formidable opponent. I can tell you right now, from my experience, This trigger, if this firearm is reliable, thousands and thousands of rounds later, the shootability, I would put it in front of a Glock based off the trigger alone. I'm not kidding. That trigger is nice. Don't sleep. Springfield Echelon, give it a shot. Real excited to get this one downrange.